can I get like a vampire blood hunter named Tatsel von Cullen, played by Tom Collins?
Yeah, sure. That'll be $8.99. Cool. And
Hi.
for you?
Yeah. Can I get an orc? Actually, no. I'm sort of on a diet. Can I get a half orc, drunken monk, with a little bit
Yeah,
with one shot of fighter? Actually.
yeah, sure thing. FedEx Shuttle Fighter, that'll be an extra 50 cents. Is that okay?
Yeah. Right.
Cool. That is going to be $7.50 for that one there. And for you?
Yeah, hi. I actually ordered a bard elf, but you've given me a drunken orc. Can I actually return that and get the elven bard? Thanks.
I'm really sorry about that. Let me get that remade for you immediately.
Oh, great. And could you maybe do it without some sassy attitude? Can I speak to your manager?
Oh yeah, sure. Let me grab them.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm the DM, the dungeon manager. Is everything okay?
Let's play D&D.
Yeah.
Well, shall we head out and try and find this living room?
Yes, I think we should. Just so that we know where it is. And also, perhaps on the way, we'll meet some esteemed guests.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I
also,
do.
I would like to check outside, just to see that it exists and we don't live in a fuzzy void.
I do love colourful characters that we can meet along the way. I take it would be pretty easy for us to head back to the stair landing. What do you call it?
Upstairs landing.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys managed to get back through. Nothing is amiss to your knowledge. You guys go downstairs and
I wonder what they think of the weapons on our backs.
They probably don't see him.
Yeah, probably. People see what they want to see, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, yeah.
Cool. So you guys get down to the living room. It is exactly where you'd expect.
Ah!
Yeah, I know, right?
We're
That's
so cool.
crazy.
Cool.
I kind of wish it was on the other side of the hall.
When you open the door and go through, someone's just kind of like lounging on one of the other like chair. What's chair couch? But it doesn't have the back or one side. It's just the
Futon?
one bit. Futon, but fancier French word.
Futon?
I want to say like chaise or something.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I
shady
don't think
lounge.
I'm right.
a shadow? A chateau?
Couch, but one arm, and weird back, and classy and fancy.
Therapy couch.
Therapy couch, but not the therapy. And yeah, so
Guilty.
it's just kind of lounging it, on it, like kind of like flicking through a book.
I'd like to perceive this person and have a quick perception around the room, if that's all right.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same.
Cool.
What book are
Let's
they
start
reading?
with the person. She is reading a book. It is, like, you know how like very fancy books, like old fancy books, don't have like titles on the front of it. They are just kind of that thick hardcover red.
Mhm.
That.
It's Enid Blyton.
Surely.
Famous 5. Go to war crimes.
She is human. She is chilling.
It is a chaise
yeah.
lounge.
Nice.
I want to try something.
Did you guys want to do perception first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go.
I rolled a 10 plus
Shit.
5.
I rolled a 22.
I got a 23.
Mia, it's the same cozy, comfy room as earlier. It doesn't have the same like aura to it. You think?
And is my sleeping bag's not here, I assume?
No, it is not.
And Mirror Dimension Mia's sleeping bag isn't here?
Nope. Zinc and Tatsel.
Hmm.
That portrait above the fire.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a mushroom clarinet.
Logically.
Logic would dictate.
Logic would dictate. What did you want to try, Tatsel?
I'm gonna scare this girl. I walk up onto the roof, and I want to have I want to walk in such a way that my head is just like I kind of like walk around, and my head is just right in front of her face, kind of like between her and the book.
It'd be a little bit too high up for that.
Okay, well I tap her shoulder then.
Yeah, you could reach down and tap her, and she kind of gasps and looks up. She's like, "Oh, how are you doing that?"
Like a Spider-Man kiss.
So, is this abnormal to you?
Very much so. You're on the ceiling.
And no one else has ever been on the ceiling before that you know of.
Not that I know of. How are you doing that?
Do I recognize this girl?
Nope.
Okay. How am I doing it? I'm a vampire.
How are you actually doing it?
I just answered your question. I'm a vampire.
She rolls her eyes and she goes, I'll find out one way or the other. Just kind of like, not sneakily, just kind of messing with you a bit. And she goes back to flicking through her book.
What are you reading?
Why does she not care?
I am. What would she be reading? I'm reading a book of fairy tales.
Ooh.
What kind of stuff?
Fairy tales.
Like the one about the kids with the bread trail and the big old candy house or something like that.
Or like the one about the kids who
yeah,
got hit by a nuke and then they turned into mutant monsters or whatever.
Oh, the one
I
about
have
the...
no idea which one you're talking about, but yes, Hansel and Gretel.
Where we're from, it's called Gretel and Hansel.
Odd, but okay.
The nuke made us change the names around.
It's so dumb.
The nuke made us alphabetical. Yeah, and you should read Goldilocks and the Three Bears, or as we call it, and Bears Goldilocks 3.
It is. I feel like Hansel and Gretel is in alphabetical order, like Hansel and Gretel, but I know it's not.
Nah.
But it's got the vibe of being alphabetical. I think it's because of the A right at the start of Hansel.
Yeah.
And also because the
Gretel,
man's
hits
going
hits
first.
right off the R.
Yeah, hoorah! And man comes first in the alphabet before woman.
Man always comes
But not
before
lady.
woman. That's why woman unsatisfied.
But not but not boy.
But not a girl.
But not one boy.
But not exclamation mark woman.
Anything.
But not hashtag woman.
Hashtag
What
not
are
all
we
women.
doing?
I don't know. We're all
just
tired.
fucking losing it. We're all very tired. Today is sleepy season, Quest Crew.
Sleepy sleeps and quits.
What's your name?
My name is Emma.
Emma.
I'm Emma.
Interesting. Have you ever read a book about a vampire?
Or an interview with one.
Or do you listen to any podcasts about people who talk about vampire?
I
literature?
don't know if I have. I might have. I don't think I've read Dracula.
Well, how have you heard of me? I mean, my kind, vampires.
You don't need to read a book on something to know of it.
I guess that's true. I'm trying to think of questions that I can ask to get more information out without Tatsel being a fucking weirdo, but he is a fucking
It's
weirdo.
way too late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you've
came up
already
there and you're like,
started hot.
I'm a
Emma,
vampire. Do you know of my kind?
Yeah.
Emma,
Yes.
do you feel healthier having sat in this room for a while?
I mean, it's always very restful to read a book, but I don't quite know what you're getting at.
Oh, just where I come from, living rooms really have kind of an aura that make you feel healthier and better the longer you sit in them.
That's very sweet.
Hey,
And
where's
nothing
Holmes
ever
at?
is- I'm not sure. I imagine he'll be around somewhere. He's always off doing something.
Everyone
Yeah,
keeps
everyone's
saying
fucking
that.
saying that.
Well, it's because I don't know where he is.
How do you
When
know
did-
Holmes?
When did you last see him?
I would have seen him probably earlier today.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't personally know him that well, or at all, I guess. I mean, I guess from his home. His,
So why are you
his
here?
house.
Why are you here?
I mean, it's a very popular place to like visit and stay and be a part of.
Do you work here?
Hmm.
No,
You stay in the night?
I would, yeah, probably. Well, yes, I would be actually. It's 9 already.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like parties. People often stay late just hanging out before they go home.
A
But
lot of guest
I
room.
am staying tonight.
Emma, when's the
Oh, yeah.
last time you went outside?
I probably went for a walk this morning.
Probably.
I think I did.
Come with me.
Well, what was the weather like?
It was fine. What are you doing?
I grab her hand. Just come with me.
She like pulls against you. Don't grab people, Tom.
This is Tatsel.
Don't grab people.
What my
Tatsel.
character would do.
He is. He's a weirdo. He's got -1 charisma, soon to be -2. After Lucy takes one away from me. Can I
Emma, if I may, Tatsel,
Yeah, go ahead,
Mhm.
Zinc.
there is a fireworks show happening, and you know, I wouldn't want anyone to miss it. I believe Holmes was talking about how this was going to be one of his best fireworks shows of the year.
That sounds great.
Let's go check it out. It's in the front garden.
Sure. And she gets up.
Oh, I'm
All right.
really excited. When did you see Holmes, Zinc? I didn't know there was going to be
Shut your
fireworks.
fucking face.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, Emma. I get very awkward around girls I like, and I turn to Zinc and I wink. And the way
she kind of laughs it off, but isn't stoked about what's just happened.
the way Tatsel says it is like he kind of like leans down all the way, like bends down, and like is looking at this weird angle, so it's like uncomfortable for both of them to be having this, like just looking at each other even.
Mm.
And I like instantly like twist my neck all the way around to wink at Zinc, like don't even like wait for her response or anything.
Zink keeps walking and just
So you walk out into the main hallway.
Yeah.
to the door.
Tatsel and Mia follow after you.
I'm going to
And
pause
Emma's not there.
at the door. and-
No.
I knew it.
Hmm.
Did she disappear?
Yep.
I knew it. Fucking knew it.
I know, right?
Can I open the door, the front door?
Yeah.
What's out there?
The same porch and garden before, but it's a lot cleaner and well kept. On the porch, instead of having like just like a single quite sad rocking chair or whatever it was, it's like set up quite comfortably with like a couple like couches. The topiaries from before are well kept, and they're like one is of what you assume to be homes, and then they're just kind of like there's like a lot of people, just like a lot of like grand poses of people throughout time, you would assume.
Okay. I'm gonna try put my hand through the doorway to see whether or not it starts to fade.
Like your hand does.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Okay. And I step all the way out into the garden.
I follow. Should we go check the gate?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Guys,
mean-
if we step out, we're going to be losing the challenge, right?
Oh, the Lizette's not gonna find out. She's not a psychic, as far as I
And-
know.
And we're in another world. It doesn't count.
Yeah,
Our bodies still technically are in their places inside the house in the other world.
I'm sure that's true, but I just feel it feels wrong to me. I want to play this by the rules. I'm going to stay in the house.
I can respect that.
Fair
I'm
enough.
sorry, guys. I'm going to go into the living room and I'm going to settle down and I'm going to wait it out. I just don't think I can go out there.
Okay. Mia, we'll meet you in the living room soon after we go through this garden
safe.
business.
And I'm going to bestow upon each of you a bardic inspiration before you go, just in case.
Banger.
Real world or mirror world living room?
The Mirror World living room that we just came out of.
Cool.
And me and Zinc are going to walk out towards the garden.
Just quickly, when I head into the living room, is Emma there or is she not there when I'm in the room?
She's not.
Is her book?
Yes.
Cool. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to start reading the fairy tales.
It's just fairy tales.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, as you guys go outside, it's quite cold and quiet outside. It's getting very dark. You know, moon and stars and all that good stuff.
Tatsel,
Yes, Zinc?
we gotta talk about how you behave.
What do you mean?
I feel bad that we haven't talked in a while, and I want to help you be more comfortable with yourself and have more of a social presence.
I'm perfectly comfortable with myself, Zinc.
Right. I wanna help others be comfortable with you.
Rough.
What do you mean?
Look, buddy, sometimes you can be a bit intense, and people don't respond to that well. I think if maybe I spend more time with you, and when we're back, you hang out with some of my friends too. You can see what it's like.
I'm sorry, Zinc, but who said that I wanted to hang out with your friends or hang out with you even? Like,
I'm just I don't know. I was inviting you to hang out with me more.
Zinc, just because we're in this situation where we're sort of forced to be friends, it doesn't mean that we get to all be buddy again all the time. You really hurt me when we were kids, and it doesn't fade that fast.
I feel that. I'm sorry. Forget it.
It's okay. It's I understand that you want to help. I just you don't know what it's been like for me as a I guess like I'm a freak, right? Like, I'm this half vampire kid who always climbs on walls and stuff, and everyone thinks that's weird for some reason, even though that's totally normal. And hunting monsters is cool, and for some reason, everyone thinks I'm this weirdo who, it's really hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you told people more about it, rather than lurking in the corner, maybe they'd understand.
Maybe you're right. I don't know if I can do that.
I don't know. We're at the gate.
Yeah.
And they all lived happily ever after. That was a good tale. Let's start the next one. Once upon a time.
What are we?
I just realized what your joke was. That's so great. The gate, it's kind of the same sort of setup as usual. As previous, it's just kind of the gate before it goes out to the town. You can't like see quite over the town or anything from down here. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I want to
Oh.
see whether or not the town is like real or tangible. Is it like could we go into the town and stuff?
You like climb up into the top of the gate to get like a good look around, and it looks there.
What the fuck is going on?
I open the gate, or at least try to.
Mhm.
With Tatsel still on top, so it swings
I
out.
go,
a little bit. Does it open?
Yeah.
I put my hand out.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Take a step out
Yeah.
off the property.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah. It's not just on the property then.
Yes, there's some weird thing going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Zinc, you're pretty in touch with yourself, right? Like
Yeah, I touched myself. Is that what?
Like your chi and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel different in this world?
I kneel down. I take a knee, and I put my fist.
You
to
fucking
my
love
forehead.
taking knees.
It's the way to do it. And I center my balance, and I feel the chi flowing within me. Is it different?
It's you're very aware that you're disconnected from your main body. And that's kind of the main thing that's throwing you. The other thing that's kind of throwing you is this is a lot of like weird situations, so it's been difficult, but it's nothing like insane.
Right.
You also do feel that sickness from that mummy.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just relay all that back to old Tatsel.
I don't know if this is the mirror dimension or if our world is.
Oh God.
At
I
this
don't wanna
point.
be a mirror man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Do I look like reversed to you?
No.
Can we look up at the house and see through the windows? Do we see anyone?
We see a shadowy figure watching us.
This like kind of big grand house looms over you, and you can see this kind of like light behind some of the windows, but you can't make anything out.
Can't see.
They can't
Even
see
in the
me
living
reading
room
a book.
nearest to you. Yeah.
Damn.
Obviously, this one is like real weird because like people keep disappearing from rooms and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in my mind, that makes me think this one's got the funky thing going on.
Is there
I mean,
are there any other houses nearby?
yeah.
Could we go knock on someone's door?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, let's go ding dong ditch.
I walk up and I knock on the door and Zik sprints away.
It's a good like couple minutes to the next house, just because this one's so big. There's no like right next door neighbors. But yeah.
Yeah, I just want to knock on the door, the nearest door of a house that looks like it's got people in it.
Yeah.
And just kind of
go. Someone comes to the door and they open it up. Just a guy standing in front of you.
A human?
Yeah.
I point at Zinc.
Who is halfway down the lawn sprinting.
Is he green?
No. Are you guys okay? What do you want?
Do you know about Old Man Holmes's house? Holmes' home?
I mean, Old Man Holmes is a bit rude. But I mean, yeah, it's the big house.
Tatsel,
Parties and stuff.
Tatsel, you didn't run.
Are you? Do you need anything?
No, thank you. And I walk away, and I walk back towards Zinc, and I
That's not
go,
how you play.
I think we need to go back in the house, and we need to find Holmes,
Mm.
and we
Yeah,
need
I
to
agree.
figure out what's going on.
I bet Holmes has some answers.
Yeah, and if he
Or
doesn't,
maybe we fight him.
yeah, I mean, if we fight him, I think we'd win. He's a dude who's been alive since for 100 years at least, right? Because the nuke was
Yeah.
100 years ago. But maybe he
I'm
lives
getting-
in an ice cube.
I'm getting antsy, man. I haven't punched for a bit.
Yeah, I haven't stabbed. No stabbing
Alright.
today.
We head back.
Yep, and you guys go back to the living room, and Mia's there flicking through.
Hey,
Books.
Lucy, what would
Yeah.
be a really, really, really cool reward for me, obeying the challenge and not leaving the house? Would be if you thought of maybe having read these fairy tales, maybe there's something that lines up with the experience we're having from one of them. Like, I
You're
don't know, like
cheeky.
Alice Through the Looking Glass or something like that. Maybe there's a fairy tale that I'm like, oh, and I gained some sort of new understanding of something. I don't know. That sounds like a really cool idea. Maybe I'll incorporate it later.
Nah, you took the coward's way out.
When Zinc and I are walking back, Tatsel sort of under his breath goes, "Maybe I should ask for your help with things."
Yeah.
You were quick to fucking turn on that one.
He's like I think talking to that dude at that door, that dude just treated him like he was such a freak, such a weirdo for asking questions that felt logical to Tatsel. So Tatsel feels like he's missing something that like he doesn't like get, right? Like he's not, and he knows that Zinc's got that.
And I say back, yeah, and sorry for being so forward about it. I just, I wanted to help, and we'd been good friends before, and I want that back, man.
Yeah, I want it back too, Zinc. I mean, yeah, you are my best
And I
friend.
don't care what the other people say about me hanging out with you.
What do people say about you hanging out with me? Do people say things about me when you... No?
No.
What did you roll?
A 2.
I'll roll insight and I'll see if I get higher than 2. I got a 9. So I think I'm pretty aware of the fact that people are talking about me behind my back.
You're already aware of it, though, by the sounds of it.
I rolled a 19 on my insight, and even I can tell, being the new girl, that everyone thinks Tatsel's weird.
So you guys are back in the living room,
Yeah.
and we're gonna call it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Tatsel comes into the living room, he looks kind of depressed. Like, when people just have recently been told that they're an antisocial loser that no one likes, that kind of reaction is how Tatsel's sitting right now.
I know that one.
I was going to make a very similar joke, but at Tom's expense.
What are you laughing at?
Just writing down slippery constrictor and you still forget it all the time. Got it right in front of you. Oh, it's good to see you guys again. It's been a while. We haven't actually interacted as friends outside of Season Quest because we're not
We've
friends.
interacted as enemies.
Yes.
Yeah, Charlie and Lucy are fighting.
Charlie and I had drinks.
Yes.
Charlie and I had drugs.
Charlie and I have beef. So you guys have reconvened in this living room.
Or more Gnibble, since it's in the Mirrorverse.
Troy,
Hey,
make that joke one more time, I'll break your toes.
As soon as we can continue with the D&D afterwards, it'll make it into the episode.
Troy's
How
just
is-
making sure his joke gets in.
How is everybody feeling? How's everyone's characters feeling, I should say?
Tatsel's not feeling too good.
A little upset?
Feeling
Yeah.
alright.
A little hurt?
Not hurt, no.
Or
Actually,
emotionally?
healthy, but...
Healthy butt.
Healthy butt, and sad heart.
Mia, how are you?
Great. Just finished another book, and they all live happily ever after once again.
That's nice and that's sweet. Hey, Zinc, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling, Zinc is still feeling a bit of the mummy's curse.
Yeah.
But other than that, my hit points are fine. So.
That's good. As you guys kind of like reconvene in the living room, you guys are all kind of sitting down, you're thinking of like what your next moves can be. And Zinc, you get kind of like this real like tiredness comes over you for a minute. You feel like a little bit faint for a second. And your maximum HP drops by 9.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's more than my level up. Oh my god.
I know, right? It's almost like you guys have made no fucking steps in trying to
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
figure it out.
Find a
That
priest,
is-
I guess.
That is something that is going to be the theme of this session. Figure it out.
Yeah.
I want
Lucy
my
did-
detectives on the case.
Lucy didn't plan the session. She wrote 4 bullet points, and she's now making us figure out how to get between
Yeah,
them.
the bullet points are figure it out! Exclamation point.
I've been drinking everything that comes into view. I've been yelling at the nerd. I don't know what else I can do.
I'm not a nerd.
Well,
I'm.
maybe Zinc, you can ask for help.
From who, my snake?
Your friends.
Okay.
Don't ask me. I already asked Lucy if I got an advantage for reading the fairy tale book, and she made fun of me.
Well, that was just my personal vendetta because I can't read.
The 3 little pigs, Tatsel, Mia, and Zinc.
It's really hard that your guys' player names aren't on the screen. Like, genuinely, I'm struggling.
Hey guys. I'm not feeling too good. Does anyone have,
Now you know how it feels.
like, I don't know, like, some sort of healing potion or, like, something that can help me out? Asking for help.
How, in what? So
I've got a mummy's curse.
okay.
Oh.
Do I know
Yeah, can we roll
anything about mummies' curses?
Yeah, you guys can roll to have a think.
Arcana?
Arcana.
History.
Arcana. No, Arcana. I don't think it's history.
You're a nerd.
You're a nerd.
I read books about mummy curse. Nat 1! Are you happy?
Zinc's not.
No.
15 plus 3, 18.
Well, Mia, it's really great that you're academic and you're paying attention.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
just
glad
finished-
that is the core of your character.
Tatsel pulls out his glaive knife and goes, I think I just have to cut you open.
I actually just read a book called Pyramid Schemes for Mummies, and I think I actually know how to help you.
When you were flicking through the fairy tales, it's a lot of stories of like morals and like working hard, and like it's something you notice through all of them is like nothing ever had the clear cut solution. It was a lot of thinking outside of the box and like
Wow, thanks,
doing
Lucy.
doing what's best for like other people. It's all about like morals and creativity, and you know what, you're feeling a little inspired, not inspiration, but like you're feeling like whenever you're trying to figure this out and like whatever equipment you're working with, and specifically those situations, you might have an advantage here or there that you've done your homework, you've done your reading.
Nice.
Great. So I'm no
Troy
longer...
read fairy tales,
I
and
read
now he's got
fairy tales.
superpowers.
Now I'm not punished. Thank you, Lucy. So I have advantage on...
Yeah, we'll give you like next time you're trying to figure out something for this curse, like with some equipment and stuff, you can have an advantage for that one.
Great. I do have a cure wounds and a prayer of healing that might help.
So
I'm like full health right now, as much as I can be.
Well,
So-
then you're not
yeah.
really... You're fine.
did Troy find out what we as players know? Like, did Mia find out what we as players know, that Charlie's maximum HP has gone down, or did Troy just...
I'll say you're aware that there's a weakness that lasts longer than just the immediate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I suppose, I mean, if it's a curse, right, then the first thing we should do is find a priest, which maybe there's a priest in this house.
Well, we'll ask the next person we see, maybe.
For an abandoned place, it sure does have a lot of inhabitants.
Yeah, it's bumping.
What's the plan, team?
I guess,
We're still looking for homes.
yeah, I think the 3 things that are happening right now is Tatsel is waiting for Zinc to change him. Zinc needs to find a priest. And I guess Mia can find homes. That's our goals. I don't know. I guess the first pressing order of business should probably be to find a priest or some shit to deal with this mummy's curse.
And looking around the house, we can double up on goals. We're looking for homes at the same time. And I'll talk to Mia about plans I have for you.
Sounds scary. Maybe a wake would have a priest in it. Oh no, the wake was empty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I suppose we should continue onwards, looking into new rooms, see if we can explore and find something else in this house.
So you guys are going to continue exploring in the mirror dimension or the regular dimension?
Mirror.
Yeah.
Well,
We've spent the last X episodes trying to get all of us here.
yeah, I want to roll for Tatsel thinking. Can I just think as Tatsel? I know this.
You'll have
Say
disadvantage.
what you're thinking, and we'll see what you know.
I know that the mirror dimension isn't magic, which means they probably can't cure mummy curses here.
Oh yeah.
But also, in the other world, there's no one there.
Just ghosts and shit.
There's no one to fix a mummy curse. Mummy. Sorry.
God, that's what we should have called the episode.
We're also looking for a photographer here
Yeah.
as well.
And photography cures mummification.
Well, that's just because we know that they spent time in the other dimension.
So I guess Tatsel, Tom know that this. Tatsel probably knows this.
Yeah, I'd say that's fair enough.
Okay.
Those are all reasonable conclusions to draw.
I put that information outwards to you guys. I'm kind of like, I mean, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So, should we go back first to the other side?
Maybe we should see whether or not there is a possibility of a priest or something here first.
Yep.
And then if we talk to someone and they tell us about a priest that might be able to fix your problem, then, or perhaps there's a real world solution. Hold on. I take out my pills that I have. I've written down bits and bobs, but I know you gave me some, like, Nurofen or some shit.
Yeah, it was like basically Panadol, Nurofen, something like that.
Yeah, and I give Zinc. I pop 2 tablets out and I give them to Zinc and say, try this.
We'll say it's like a tray of like 8. So
Yeah, I'll give them 2.
All right. So I pop 2 in my mouth.
Toss a water skin.
I toss it back. I
You
down
definitely
some
dry
beer.
swallow. Oh, your poor liver.
Yeah, that's rough.
You take another 2d6 damage.
Yeah, the faintness kind of goes a little bit, like fades away a bit. You've been in a couple of fights in the last bit, so you're feeling a little less sore. You already said you're on max HP, didn't you?
Yeah, because I was on 34 before, but then when I went down, it went down to 31.
Yeah.
So now I'm at 31, but that's full for now.
Yeah.
Lucy's going to make you lose health equal to...
I mean, we'll say.
Fuck off. We're fighting right now.
Yeah, you don't know if it would have, like, necessarily given you health points, but, that's something you can never really know.
I'm thinking they're like good berry. Maybe. So, Zinc, do you think that might have fixed the curse?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we should ask someone for assistance, maybe. What do you think, Mia?
Yeah, I definitely think we should have another quick look around in the mirror dimension, see if we can find anyone to help us. I feel like if I get us into a room with any kind of equipment or maybe even in the wake, but somewhere where I could be in the presence of medicine or something, I'd be able to figure it out.
There was the lab. Did the lab have medicine in it?
The lab had, like, surgery equipment,
Yeah.
not, like, medicine.
Okay.
It was, like, it's just called the lab just because it was a good name for the space. I'm really sorry.
So it's not good enough. Yeah, I guess we'll go ask people what's going on. If the lab is not a go.
Who do you guys want to ask? Who do you guys want to talk to?
I feel like Sophia was the most helpful, or Sophia, whatever. Was it Sophia?
It was
I
Sophia.
think it was Sophia.
She was the most helpful person, and she's also friendly.
Yeah.
And we all get along with her a little bit.
Yeah.
In the game room?
Yeah, the gambling bitch. The dealer.
Well, I'd suggest we talk to Emma, but
Don't be mean.
she disappeared and I've taken her book now.
Yeah, well, Zinc talked to me about that. He said that I shouldn't make women disappear. And I suppose that he's sort of right, but
Yeah, he is. We should probably head over to one of the rooms. If the kitchen or lab have any kind of like doorways that we haven't explored, maybe that room's the best place to start.
I mean, yeah, we've got fuckloads in the basement. We've got quite a bit upstairs, and we haven't explored any of the
Main floor.
because we've been spending a lot of time in the outside of the Mirror Dimensione.
Yeah.
Your capability to remember the layout of this house is impressive.
Okay, so
I've been drawing my own map.
you guys want to go to talk to Sophia first?
Yeah.
I open up my tiny little notebook, and I've been drawing in tiniest little squares, little map.
Grid paper.
I was about to show you my notes to be like, I've been doing something similar, but then I was like, oh no, those are my notes.
Yeah, we're gonna go talk to Sophia.
Cool, so you guys head upstairs, through the torture room, you guys get to the game room. She's sitting at the table, she's kind of shuffling cards, setting up for like more games and stuff. People in the corner playing chess are a little further along. But it's one of those like really slow games of chess where they're thinking really far ahead about every single decision they make.
I walk up and I go, Queen to A5, and then I walk back to Sophia.
They both just look at each other.
Both
and
of
then
their
just go
queens
back
are
to
gone. There's no queen on the board.
There's already a queen on A5. Okay, so what are you guys asking?
Sophia.
Yeah?
Is there a priest in this house that you know of?
I would think so. I mean, it's kind of anyone around this house if you look hard enough.
Our friend recently went to Egypt, went into a pyramid,
Very fun.
Yes.
got cursed
Mummy's
by a mummy.
curse.
Sorry, mummy.
Sounds rough.
Fucking brain damaged, man.
This is just like the Pokemon thing. The need to repeat noise.
I'm fixed.
So, well, that sounds rough. I mean, I don't know if I have any advice. I don't know if I believe in that sort of thing. Like curses, we make our own luck. She's
Sophia.
kind of shuffling cards very dramatically.
Sophia.
That's so rude. I'm currently cursed.
Also,
Oh, is that you?
Yes.
also, some might say that
Yikes, bud.
addiction is a curse. Gambling's an addiction.
Do you need to talk to somebody?
Yes. Desperately.
A priest, preferably, or someone who can fix curses. Do you know, theoretically, outside of priests, who might be able to fix a curse in our world that we share?
Has Holmes done any ancient civilization studies?
I don't know about
Library! What?
Go to the library, check out the books on Egypt and shit. Maybe.
Maybe.
Sorry, you go ahead, Sophia.
that. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, I mean,
Library.
you're insane. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there'd be a priest in this house.
Could I try and use persuasion to try and get her to take us seriously and like...
I feel like that would be at disadvantage because of who you guys are as people.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll give her the help action. Double disadvantage.
She immediately says no, it's an automatic fail.
I think go for it. Go try persuade her, because if she believes us, she might be more willing to help us instead of kind of treating us like we're a joke.
I'll let you make a regular roll. I won't make a disadvantage because I'm already being mean.
I basically have 4 inspiration with my luck stone, so... Just roll the nat 20.
Very good.
I just sweat from that.
What do you say?
Sophia, please. We desperately need your help. As you can see, our friend looks very sick. He always has, but there's something wrong with him, and we would like to help him as much as we could. He's a bit green around the gills.
Love gills.
Not yet.
Weird threat. I hate it. Okay, I can see you're worried. Okay, I mean, you like the libraries. She kind of like gestures to the door.
Yeah.
You're on the map. It's only a couple doors away. She's like, I mean, you've got the library. That's one of your choices.
True.
There'd be a priest in this house.
Yep.
I don't know where he'd be at the second, but he'd be around. And what options are there?
What god does he worship?
The?
I was gonna say the exact same thing. general god.
War god. I'm
Yeah,
into that.
you guys keep asking me questions like I have any, like, grand sense of the world around me.
Is there no other
I don't know
religion
if
other
Lucy
than
was-
Christianity in this world?
Yeah, we're in the non-magic world.
I don't know if there's any religions in this world. I haven't
there's a
decided
priest?
any of that.
We live in England.
You asked for a priest!
Egypt is real.
But that I'm just saying that implies that there's definitely at least one religion.
Sure. You guys asked what year it was. Do you know how mean that is?
1984.
Literally.
Did we do that in Lucy's last campaign as well?
Yeah, you guys keep asking me questions that I, like a regular person, would know, but you have to understand, this isn't a real world. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
That's stuff that you're gonna make up, Lucy.
I'm sorry for playing D&D.
Yeah, you should be.
Gotta win.
Swear to God, I'll roll that dice again.
That's why they're fighting. Okay. Also, can I ask you a question,
Yeah?
Sophia? Are you aware that you're not real?
Is this like another weird question that means something else?
Do you watch Vsauce? There's a great video about this.
I'm just thinking about the fact that what's her name, Emma, disappeared. But do you think that? Sorry, we're having an aside. Sophia, thank you.
You
very
haven't
much.
made a single move in any direction. You're staying.
Yeah,
you're
okay.
still-
I'm trying to talk to my friends here. Please stop being so disrespectful. Do you ever think about the fact Emma disappeared the moment she left the room? Sophia probably would too. So were they all like ghosts or something, or just made up?
But there were ghosts in the other one.
Yeah, and also there were people in the other houses.
Yeah.
So maybe this house is... I don't know. It's weird, champ. Perhaps every separate room is a separate mirror dimension. I don't know.
That would explain why they seem to move around between the dimensions.
We haven't seen anyone move from room to room, right? It's all been
You guys have.
The butler.
Yeah.
the butt.
Oh, great. The butler did it.
So, I walk up to one of the guys playing chess. Sophia, watch this really quick. Man, can you...
Yeah?
There's $200 in the bedroom. Would you like it?
I imagine that's somebody else's.
It's mine. I put it there. Do you want it?
Sure.
Go grab it. Please.
Roll a like persuasion check or something like that.
I pull out my $50 that I have, and I ruffle through it, and I say, and perhaps there could be a little extra involved. 2.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm busy. Okay.
Other guy.
I'll let you make this check again, but it will be at disadvantage.
I roll up my $50 note and I throw it into the bedroom. Go.
Fetch.
$50? That's a lot of money.
Roll your persuasion check at disadvantage, mate.
I hate you so much. Doesn't matter.
He rolled a 5 and a 4.
I walk over and I get my money.
No, you would have done shitty anyway.
I got 3.
Tragic.
Sophia, can you just step out of the room with me?
No, I
just
don't
wanna-
want her to die.
I just want to have a chat with her, girl on girl.
Oh.
I'm so leaving that in.
I don't care if the chess guys die. I don't want Sophia to die.
I don't have any money to play her silly little games.
You do. I gave you $25.
And I
think
bet that, I
Why
think.
do you think I would die?
Because anytime anyone's left a room so far, they've disappeared into nothingness, and
Except the butler.
except the butler who didn't.
I mean, okay, roll an insight check on the butler. Anybody can.
11.
9.
He's Holmes.
5.
Forget I said anything.
I've cracked Lucy's case wide open, and I'm putting my fingers in the egg. Pull out the yolk.
His name was James.
Throw it into a bean pool. We don't know Holmes' first name.
Mr.
US.
Speaking.
Hey, Lucy, is Sophia leaving the room with my 20 that I got on persuasion, which so far has just told me that we could go to the library and that there's a priest in the house, both of things we already knew.
There's some whores in this
Okay,
house.
A. B, okay, wait. what are you saying? People are dying when they're leaving the room.
Well, not necessarily dying, but disappearing from the world
Disappearing,
entirely.
yeah.
Sorry, is this
I
weird?
mean, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you guys a few times. You've been not here.
Yeah, but we're built different.
I flex.
I also flex. I have bigger muscles than you.
Yeah.
You play football. you have very big thighs but tiny
I
arms.
flex my calves.
She turns to you, Mia. What are you wanting to say with your persuasion?
Look, I'm sorry. My friends here are still learning how to speak to women. If we could just step out of the room real quick, I could explain to you what we're looking for. You see, this whole mummy thing's ridiculous. We just need to find something to help our friend.
Sure. Which room are you going to?
Whereabouts are we?
We're in the
game
game room. I was the closest I've ever been to say sorry, mummy. Held myself back. Troy said mummy and I went.
Well, it's not the closest you've been because you've said it lots.
I mean, like the closest I've been without succession.
We step into the bedroom.
You step through to the bedroom. You kind of turn and you're like watching, like from the other side of the room. You're watching her as she's coming through, and as she steps over the threshold,
I give her bedroom eyes.
Oh.
she disappears.
Shit.
Wow.
Look at that! You got rid of the one that. Oh, can I check the games room's like winnings pouch to steal some money?
You are halfway through, saying something kind and of value.
Well, it's probably not. It's probably not good for me to do it.
Do whatever you want.
I don't think Tatsel would do that. He's lawful good. Zinc.
Uh-oh.
Look at what you did. You killed her. Sophia. She was.
I don't think she's dead. I think we'll be able to find her later on.
I liked her.
She's gone for proper and good.
We don't know that.
Emma was gone for proper and good.
We don't know that.
Well.
She might come back.
Wow.
Hopefully she doesn't want her book.
Hey, what's that book I have?
As you go to your bag, you pull a book that you were like starting to flick through earlier, and then Mia disappeared and fucking panicked.
Yeah.
Where did I go?
That was when you went to the elevator.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Ages ago.
You take it out, and it's a
How to remove a mummy's curse.
and it's a flipped through book of fairy tales.
Oh, that's fucking.
Is it the same one that Troy had? That Mia had?
Yes.
Yo, look.
Like the exact same one?
Roll a insight, investigation, anything of the sorts check.
Roll anything.
17.
Do athletics.
Anything of the sorts.
Start juggling the books.
13.
17.
Zinc?
Hmm?
Yes.
Oh. Mia,
Yeah.
let me see that book you have.
Okay. I pull it out.
I grab it, and I touch the books together. Do they explode?
No.
Cool. Alright, good news. They're not matter and antimatter.
Oh, so there are the.
Fucking imagine if I did that to you. God, I could have ended the campaign right there.
Wait, so they are the same book.
I checked for, like,
I forgot what the question was. So when you were just like yes, I was like,
do they have, like, the same stories and shit in them, or is it, like, a little bit different because different worlds?
They do have the same stories in them, and Mia, when you were reading earlier, and like the boys came back, and you were like, okay, I'll get back to this. You folded down the corner of one of the pages, and the same page is folded down in your book.
you know what I thought was going to happen? Every ending, instead of saying happily ever after, said, and it didn't go so good.
I give the book back to Mia, and I say, write a message on the last page. Don't tell me what it is.
Okay. I will.
Of your copy of the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
I open up to my last page on my book and read it. And I read out,
I don't know why I got passed to me first, but okay.
Just in case he didn't read it.
I write it in pink. Exact same thing, but it's in pink.
Mia,
Yeah.
did you write Sophia is gone?
You're a magician. Why didn't you tell me?
Where's the corpse?
In the lab.
Can I open up the closet and check for corpse again? Just while they're doing that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
that
bedroom.
corpse.
Yeah, you two have a think about what this means. Yeah, go for it.
Let's keep it going. I open up the closet.
Yeah,
Is there anything in there?
the corpse.
The corpse is still there?
Yeah. Sorry, no, you got rid of the corpse.
Yeah, it disappeared.
Okay, no, it isn't. Sorry.
Okay, cool.
What are you guys doing? You know where you are.
Library.
To the library.
Library's the game plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now we have to go to the library, do a bit of research, and then I think from there it's exploring, look for a priest or some shit.
And Mia had some thoughts about the book, I believe.
Yeah, other than the fact you're a magician who managed to guess and copy what I've written in my book, weren't the mirror dimension versions of ourselves, they had injuries that we didn't, so I assumed maybe they were us from the future, but if what I've written in this book is in yours, that means it's the past here in the book where I wrote, and your one from the real world is actually in the future.
Do we have...
I
I'm
could see that
confused.
as one of the options.
Do we have bruises right now? If we look down our arms, are we injured?
Yeah, you guys would have bruises and stuff. You wouldn't have the same ones.
Okay.
Not the same ones. Okay.
But yeah, you guys have been in fights.
Well, it's possible that they're different people from us altogether, and that they are also exploring this old house, and it's a completely different timeline thing.
Oh.
Or maybe the mirror itself that we looked through wasn't necessarily part of the mirror dimension as we know it, but more of a mirror into the future sort of thing.
Well, we can test if it's a future past thing if I do this, and I write in the back page of mine another note, and I write in my book, and then I tell Mia to check hers.
All right.
Does it?
Yes.
I miss Sophia. Oh, well, yeah, okay, yeah, I get it.
So it's not like past versus future. I think it's just dimensions connected somehow.
I've been thinking, well, if these people disappear when we go into another room, if this is a different dimension, right? And the whole world is like different, and we all sorry, I don't know how to say this cool.
Just say it. Doesn't have to be cool.
Well, what if this is more like, I guess, an imagination thing?
I hope we're not the imagination.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really fucked up if we were all just like characters in a game played by some benevolent people who are recording something for someone.
Benevolent and generous.
What does that mean?
Good.
I mean...
So do you think Holmes slipped in here before the nuke hit our world and brought some of the people with him, or memories of them, or something like that? I don't...
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking.
It's like that one time that Hal Jordan, Coast City got nuked, and he made a whole Coast City
And you call me a nerd.
out of Green Lantern energy.
Owl City.
You would not believe your eyes. When Zinc and I left the house...
Yeah, which I will be telling our friend about.
But our bodies in the other dimension are still in the house. It still counts.
Oh, right.
And as well as that, if my theory is correct, then this is all in the house. It's just some sort of dream thing that Holmes has made up. But when we left the house, we found people in their homes. Granted, they never left. But still, they existed. So, I mean, where's the limit? That's something we can't really explore because I don't want to walk for days and days on end in case that's infinity, you know? But I think, I mean, it's possible that this is Holmes's memory and his imagination and everything that he's trying to project onto the world because the nuke was bad.
Hot take.
Pretty good for us, I guess.
Yeah, well, maybe we should head into the library, see if we can find any way to help with the mummy's curse. Then we should probably explore a room and find something to fight, because I feel like we haven't had combat in a session and a half.
I really want to punch.
There's the spiders.
Nah.
So you guys go to the library?
Yep.
Okay, everyone to roll an investigation check and tell me what are you looking for.
It's just stuff about Holmes and stuff about him.
You look for like Holmes' diary or something, and I'll worry about the curse.
I'll look for things on Egypt.
I'm
and
looking
mummies.
for like some sort of monster manual or something.
And curse reduction software.
Yeah.
If one of us looks for mummies and the other one looks for curses and healing those.
And I'm looking for stuff related to
Sure.
Holmes.
Everyone roll.
Fuck.
It was better, but it wasn't
Yeah. 7 plus 6, so 13.
10.
17.
good. Let's start with the 10. You were looking
me.
for stuff about mummies.
Yeah. Or some sort of monster book.
As you're looking through, you find a lot of pieces of fiction about monsters, but you're not finding anything that would, like, nothing of this, like, nothing that would show it to be real.
Right.
There's nothing relevant.
These books suck.
So sure, like, because mummies are real, not walking around talking supernatural paranormal, but, like, the Egyptians were wrapped in...
Yeah, he was looking for something like a monster man.
Right,
Yeah, he was looking for monsters.
And I got a 10.
And then you were looking for...
curses and healing curses with a 13.
Yeah, you find let's go with a book that you can't quite tell if it's, like, real or fictional. It's one of those things where it kind of, like, blurs the line between the two on, like, curses and spells and that sort of stuff. And it's very difficult to, like, figure out what exactly it all means, because it does, like, it's again one of those things where sometimes it says stuff that you think is, like, really realistic, and then sometimes it just says, like, batshit crazy stuff, you know? Yeah.
I can't tell if this book by Robin Thicke is true or not. It seems to blur the lines between real and...
I was looking for home stuff about home, stuff about, like, a diary, but also, like, anything about the history of this house, or the history of him.
He calls it his journal.
You find a book it's not like a blueprint of the house or anything, but it's kind of like a small, like, notebook that has so many more pages, like, so many more blank pages than full ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a lot of space for, like, grand ideas. And as you're flipping through it, you see kind of some vaguely familiar things that you see. Like, yeah, you would have to have a panic room, it would have to be well stocked, you would want, obviously, like, kitchen, and you find...
God, I wish the panic room was well stocked.
And I'll say, you find out.
This is awesome.
Okay, this is epic.
Lucy's shuffling her deck.
Lucy goes, and you find out nothing.
Extra things you see that are, like, planned out in the book that you haven't discovered is you think there's going to be, like, a gym of some sort. Like, yeah, we've got a, like, self-sustaining
James.
kind of, like, we want everything to be ready to go here.
James
And
Holmes.
some plans about a pool.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that,
Nothing
like,
about a priest.
Indoor or outdoor?
Probably indoor.
Indoor, yeah.
Nice.
Table or swimming?
Swimming.
We kind of seen the outside of the house.
Yeah, but what if it was in the backyard?
You know what I should have done? I should have climbed to the top of the house and broken through a top window and been like, wah, wah, wah.
And Holmes goes, oh!
Whoa, Chris.
And it's just an attic and they're like, nothing here. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very good.
Was Holmes' name Jim? Was that a joke you made?
His name, no, because the butler's name is James, so we made a joke that it's the butler because we didn't ask his last name.
Yeah, if we can find that butler again, that might be good.
What's your last name?
If he can go between rooms and he's got some special powers,
We
great.
could ride home.
Okay, I'll give you one more detail as well. In the bottom corner of the first page, it says H.H. Holmes.
No, it's not James.
Hick and honk.
Hickenhonker Holmes.
Okay. Helga?
We haven't met any.
Hufflepuff Holmes.
We haven't met any H names.
H.H. Holmes, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pocket that diary because I think that's going to be valuable information. I can cross-reference it with other rooms because I'm sure...
And now you've got your own diary to make notes in.
I already had one. I had a little notebook.
Oh, yeah, of
remember?
course.
A little tiny little notebook. I'm gesturing right now. It's around the size of my finger.
Tom has huge fingers.
I don't think I'm big. Sausage fingers. Not really. I got nice long fingers. Slender piano. What's up?
Stop talking about your fingers. I regret.
Okay.
You'll have a little more information.
Yay!
Yeah, we do. I think...
Let's keep exploring.
Yeah, I agree.
We gotta find Holmes and the priest.
So we've explored nothing downstairs at all.
Yeah.
We're in the library, which we
Yeah.
have two more there's two more doors in this room that we could explore.
I think we should go main floor, but it's up to you. Because we haven't done any main floor stuff yet.
You know what? I know we should go down to the main floor, but I'm going to take us into the western room from the library.
Alright. Coward.
Okay, fine. We're going to the main floor.
I'd like to split the party.
I would love that. I would love nothing more.
While we're walking to that room through one door, I say to Mia, we're gonna give Tatsel a makeover at some point tonight.
Tatsel's walking ahead, not listening.
I did bring makeup.
Oh, good.
Cool, so you're going into that next room.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get you to roll me a dexterity check.
At
With
disadvantage.
At, yeah, we'll go advantage. Yeah.
Are we going to have 2 sessions in a row where it's literally just Tom stuck in a pit?
Nope. 20.
20. You swing the door open, and you're kind of listening to their conversation. You're waiting on your friends a bit, and you swing the door open, and before you take a step forward, you look around and you can see the glass at the bottom of the floor. You're like, not again. Not again.
The spikes.
Glass pit, a spike pit. Sorry, it's written as glass pit in my original notes, but it's not what I wanted. Spike pit.
Another
It's got
spike pit.
spikes.
Interesting that a normal house would have a spike pit.
The man likes his spike pits.
Because that's one thing we've decided about this house. It's normal.
It's so normal.
Do I have a? Is that in my diary? Is there a spike pit room in the diary?
No, it wouldn't be.
I write in my junior agent's notebook, security system.
I also make a note in my diary. I write in the diary all about the room, like everything I know about it. Spike pit. There are spikes. They hurt.
I go to write something down, but see that I've already noted down a song title called The Pits.
Do you guys want me to go check that other room, or should we just give up on this room? Because I can walk around the wall and just open it up, but then it would be hard for you guys to get here because we don't have any rope left.
I have a rope.
I think
But-
there's one rope left.
Yeah. I guess... Look, I chose to go into this room. It's up to whoever's next to decide whether we check it out, because you could walk over the walls with the other end of my rope, but that's up to you. Or we go back.
I might just go check to see what this room is and see whether or not it's worth us going.
Quick peek.
Yeah, take this end of my rope.
Okay, fine. I grab it and I walk around and I open the door into the other room. We're gonna split the party.
Yeah.
Are you going to leave? You're like, cool, now that I've got the rope, yank.
This room is just an empty room.
Empty?
Yeah.
Is there a vent?
On the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the door shut behind me?
That depends. What are you doing?
Just peeking in, right?
How
I
sus
was
is
just
the
peeking.
room?
And that door has no doors, right? It's just a...
That's just an empty room. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't fuck around. I walk back around to you guys and I'm like, yep, vent room. Nothing to be seen there. Although, would be interesting to see who would pick us up. Maybe I could fake death. You know what I kind of want to do? Lie in the room and wait for someone to grab me. If you guys are willing to go explore the rest of the house by yourself for a bit, I want to investigate that.
Investigate? I shout across the pit.
I mean, if you want to do that,
Yeah, I think that's a thing that I've been wondering about.
Okay.
And yeah, so I think that I'll wait in that room and hope to get picked up. But you guys, I would like to...
Do you want to bolt the rope to your side, or should we...
I can walk across the wall.
all right, me and Daphne will go this way.
Oh, Scooby-Doo. Did you forget Troy's character's name? Yeah, I'm going to lie asleep in the room for however long that takes while we're going to split the party.
I am having the best day of my life.
It's done. You can go now. Just leave, okay? Do you want me to tell you I don't love you anymore? I don't love you anymore. Go on, get. We've been Season Quest Pod at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all Season Quest Pod. And go and get, because I don't love you anymore. And scram. Come on, it's not safe for you here. Scram. It's gonna auto start the next episode. Is that what you want? Please listen to another episode. What are you doing?